Alright, so good morning, grade 7. So today we will be discussing another topic. And this topic is all about the measures of central tendency. So before that, let's read our learning objectives for today. So number 1 is to define mean, median, and mode. Number 2, illustrate mean, median, and mode of an ungrouped data. And number 3, solve for the mean, median, mode of an ungrouped data. Alright, so let's proceed to the measures of central tendency. So the definition, measure of central tendency is any measure indicating the center of a set data. So the mean, median, and mode are the three kinds of averages. So measures of central tendency, meron tayong tatlo. The mean, median, and mode. So these are the indicating the center of a set of data, getting the average, and getting the frequent variable or data. So dito natin makikita sa measure of tendency, dito natin makikita or mas masasummarize yung mga data natin. So ano nga ba yung tatlong central tendency natin? The mean, median, and mode. So let's start with the mean. The mean, also known as arithmetic mean or average, is the most commonly used measure of central position. It is the sum of measures divided by the number n of the measures in a variable. So it's symbolized as x bar. So to find the mean of an ungrouped data, use the formula x bar is equal to summation of x. So pag nakita natin to guys, this is summation of x divided by n. So, ano ba yung summation of x? So, tingnan natin. So, ang mean is also known as the arithmetic average. So, kung alam nyo na kumuha ng average, getting the total of the score tapos divided by the number of the scores or the data. So, let's have this example. In a survey, 10 households, the number of children was found to be 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 6, 4, 1. So, yan daw yung number ng mga children. So, calculate the mean number of children per household. So, paano ba natin computing yung mean or yung average? So, gamit si formula, x bar is equal to the summation of x is equal to n. Summation meaning, i-add lang natin, sum. So, yung sum ng lahat ng data. Okay, pag-add natin si 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4 tsaka si plus 1 all over 10. Bakit siya 10? Kung bibilangan natin si number, meron tayong 10. Sabi dito, in a survey of 10 households, merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 data. So, meron tayong 10 na data. These are the data. So, meron tayong 10 data. Di-divide natin yan sa 10. Kaya nakuha natin yung 10. So, add natin yan. Magiging 40 divided by 10. So, 40 divided by 10 is 4. So, ang ating average is, or ating mean is 4. Okay, alright. Hence, the number or the average number of children per household is 4. Pag sinabi natin average, that's also mean. So, pag sinabi na average, that is mean. Example number 2. The Royce gas station owner records number of vehicles which visits his premises for 12 days. The numbers are, ito daw yung number ng mga vehicles na bumibisita or pumupunta sa gas station, sa Royce gas station. So, find the mean. So, pag sinabing mean, it's the average. So, gamit yung formula, add natin lahat ng ating data. Sabi dyan, 12 days. So, meaning, meron tayong 12 na data. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So, 12 data. So, add natin lahat to. Yung ating mga data. Ayan, i-add natin. And then, divided by 12. So, makukuha natin pag natin lahat yan is 3,228. So, divide natin sa 12, ang makukuha natin si 269. So, ganyan lang kumuha ng average or mean. So, let's have another example. Example number 3. A group of students section Calathea obtained the following scores in math quiz: 2, 4, 6, 5, 10, 8, 9, 7, 8. So, ilan yung ating data? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, meron tayong 9. So, add natin lahat yan. And then, divide natin sa 9. So, add natin. Magiging 59. 59 divided by 9 is 6.56. Ang kukunin natin guys is yung sa ating data is yung nearest two decimal number. So that is the mean. So kukunin lang natin yung average, add natin yung mga data, i-divide natin kung ilan sila. Alright, so that is the mean or the average. Ito naman tayo sa median. So ang median is the middle value in a set of data. Pag sinabing middle, literal na nasa gitna. Read as x tilde. To find a median, arrange the scores either in increasing or decreasing order and then find the middle score. Okay, madali lang sa median, kukunin lang natin si pinakagitnang score. So, ito yung ating data. We have 8, 14, 8, 45, 1, 31, 16, 40, 12, 30, 42, 30, and 24. So, una natin gagawin, i-arrange natin si numbers from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. Kahit anong gusto niya. So, from 1, tingnan natin si 1. Ang next kay 1 is 8. So, meron tayong dalawang 8. Ayan. Si 12. Si 14. Si 16. Si 24. So, arrange lang natin yan ng pataas. So, from pinaka-lowest na dito hanggang pataas. Tapos, bilangin natin kung saan dito yung pinakagitna. So, ganun tayo ditong 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So, ang 13, divide natin sa dalawa, it's 7.5. So, bilang tayo ng 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then type 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So, 12 pala, 12.5. So, bilang tayo ng 6 divided by 2, maging 6.5. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6.5. So, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, dun sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, parehas na 6 yung magkabilang side. So, ang ating median is 24. Yung pinaka-gitna, yung ating kukunin. Middle value. So, ang median natin is 24. So, ganun lang kadali. Another example. We have here in a basketball game between ABC High School and XYZ High School. The ABC players' individual points were 3, 13, 7, 5, 21, 23, 14, 11, 23, and 8. So, calculate the median of the following scores. So, para makuha natin si median, ulit kukunin natin, arrange natin si data into highest to lowest. So, from 3, 5, 7, 8, arrange natin papataas. Mapansin nyo yung data natin pataas. Ito yung ating given data. Arrange natin to sa pataas. So, meaning pataas or pababa na arrangement, increasing or decreasing. So, dito meron tayong even na number. So, 10 siya. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, meaning, ito yung 5, ito rin yung 5 sa kabila. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, pag ganyan, na-even yung ating data, kunin natin yung dalawang middle, i-add natin sila. So, dito, 11 and 13. So, add natin si 11 and 13. Divide natin sa 2. Kasi dalawa yung number. Parang kukunin natin yung average. So, ayan. So, 24 divided by 2 is 12. So, ating median score is 12. So, this is applicable sa mga even numbers. Sa mga even yung total number dito. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So, ayan. So, let's proceed to the example number 3. So, find the median of this data. So, una natin gagawin, arrange the numbers from least to greatest or greatest to least. O, dahil dyan, 2, 4, 6 ulit. 6 ulit yung ating data. So, meaning, even. So, kunin natin yung pinakadalawang middle score and then divide natin sa dalawa. So, 32 plus 39 divided by 2 is 71. 32 plus 39, 71 divided by 2 is 35.5. So, ating median is 35.5. Pero kapag odd numbers like 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on, kunin lang natin yung pinakagitna. Pag even lang natin gagawin si pagkuha ng average sa dalawang middle score. Alright, so last one, we have the mode. The mode is the measure or value which occurs most frequently. So, pag sinabi natin frequently, kung saan yung data pinakamadalas na lumalabas. So, this is symbolizes as x hat. tawag natin dito is x hat. So to find the mode for a set of data, select the measure that appears most often. So piliin natin yung mas madalas na lumalabas. Sorry. If the two or more measures appear the same number, then each of these values is a mode. So kapag mas maraming number ang nauulit, yun yung bilang ng ating modes. Example, number 1. Find the mode in the given sets of scores. Letter A, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, sorry, 8, 9, and 5. So, for the first one, ang nauulit na number is 5. So, we have 5, 5, and 5. So, ang ating mode is 5. Kapag meron pang data na mas nauulit, so kukunin pa natin yun. So, 5 and then yung another number. Okay, letter B. Since every number appears the same number of times, the set has no mode. So, kung makita natin dito sa data, wala siyang nauulit na data. So, meaning, wala siyang mode. So, there is no mode. And letter C. Since 18, 20 appears the same number of times, then 18 and 20 are the modes. So, pag sinabi natin 18 and 20, so, tignan natin, 18 is dalawa, and 20 is dalawa. So, naulit silang dalawa. So, ang ating mode dito is, we have 18 and 20. So, that is the mode. Kung pipiliin lang natin yung mas madalas na lumabas na data. Alright, let's try this another example. So, find the mean, median, and mode of this data. So, 23, 26, 19, 25, 16, 23, and 21. So, natin kunin si mean. So, add natin lang lahat ng data. So, meron tayong 2, 4, 6, and 7 na data. So, add natin lahat and divided by 7. So, 153, pag in-add natin lahat and divide natin sa 7. So, 150 divided by 7 is 21.85. So, ating mean is 21.85. Alright, so, ngayon naman ang median. So, arrange natin siya into lowest to highest. So, meron tayong 16 na data. So, siya ang pinaka-lowest. Then, arrange na natin sa pinaka-mataas. So, kukunin natin si middle. So, that is the 23. Kasi 3 dito and 3 sa kabila. So, that is the middle value. So, 23. Ang ating median is 23. And lastly, to find our mode, tignan natin yung mga nauulit na data. So, ang nauulit na data dito is 23. So, wala nang iba. So, ang ating mode of this data is 23. Alright, so that is the measures of central tendency composing the mean, median, and mode. Alright, so that's all for Delegate 7. Thank you for listening and goodbye.